Alright there, it's your old mate Yorkie here. Welcoming you back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous on Campfire Tales. Well, we're back in Dresden, and I'm excited to be back in Golarion, Out of the Abyss. I didn't like Lucianera. I liked a lot of the storylines, don't get me wrong. The combat was okay too. I didn't like the twisted nature of it and a lot of other things like that. And there were some difficulty spikes I wasn't too happy with. Largely that's my fault for not getting good, as I say, but hey, okay. Anyway, I just ran into Evu, and when I grow up, I'll be able to transform into anyone I want. I've already started list. It's got almost 400 names on it already. Something I want to tell you about Early Sunset. Nah, boring. He's always been a little boring, but I thought he was your friend, so I didn't mind so much. All devils are boring. He's the first devil I've ever seen, but I just know that they're all boring and impossible to listen to. Evu, you've grown up with it. Yep, the dragon looks incredibly proud of herself. Dragons usually grow as they get older, but I grow as your power increases, so don't be fooled. Remember, I'm still a little kid. A huge, scaled, flying kid with plain air magic at her disposal. You've grown again. I'm prettier too, aren't I? And I'm big enough to carry you now. My dragon friends back in Elysium will be so jealous. Where do you come from again, and why did you decide to help me? You're my bestest friend. How could I not help you? As for coming here, I just sensed your power and flew all the way to you. I mean, I can't usually fly between planes by myself, but your power was like a guiding light, so I just flew. Tell me about Elysium. I can't tell you all that much about Elysium. I only lived there for 5 years after all. If you don't count the time I spent as an egg, it's a beautiful world. So many things grow there, and they produce beautiful fruit. And there are some fruits that you're not allowed to eat. There are some places where you're not allowed to fly either. And there are places that kids aren't allowed to visit, though not as many as there are here on Golarion. All kinds of beings live in Elysium, even titans and gods. But I've only ever met one, Caden Kaelin. He's not like other gods. He can go wherever he wants and talk to whoever he wants. Imagine that. There I was, just flying around on some errands, and I met him, a god. He let me sit on his shoulder and carried me around for a bit. It was so much fun. But then he gave me a slip of beer, and I said it tasted revolting. I realised it probably wasn't the best thing to say to the god of ale and wine, but he wasn't angry. He just laughed and said I'd understand when I grew up. I hate it when people say that. Even a god, you'd think a god would know what dragons like. Aren't you scared of battling demons? Not even a little bit. After all, I have you by my side. By the way, next time we meet any demons, we should ask them if they're scared to fight us. I have to go. That was cute. Alright, I need to talk to Anivia, wherever she is. She's not here right now. Interesting. Yes, she is, right there. Look who it is, huh? Do you remember when I asked you about your dream? You said you wanted to learn how to bake. Could you tell me more about that? Is this for Arueshalae? I can see you. You can come out. Anivia smiles at the half-hidden succubus, bashfully emerging from a hiding place. Oh, isn't that better? Anyway, back to bread. Anivia sighs pensively, her eyes gazing into the distance. When I was just a little snot-nosed kid, my mum hid me from my enemies in a temple of Desna. Nidal, my birthplace, is a horror show. If it crumbled into the sea tomorrow, I'd throw a party. But the temple was a tiny oasis of peace and calm, hidden away inside all that. Folks in the temple knew how to laugh. They'd sing songs as they did their needlework, and in the mornings, they'd bake the most fragrant bread in the whole world. I could barely see over the table, but I'd stand and watch as the cook mixed the dough, forming it into rounds, and put them in the oven. It's the happiest memory of my life. Well, of the crappy part of my life, up until I met Beth, of course. Then, when I bailed on that, I did all kinds of scummy jobs. I crawled through marshlands, I scrambled over rooftops, I waded through sewers, I spied, I tracked, I killed. And that memory was the thing that kept me going. When I was sitting up to my eyeballs in gore, or dragging myself through the slums with an arrow in my side, I remember the smell of that bread, the crunch of the crust, how it burned my little fingers. I remembered how happy I was back then. Commander, have you thought about what you'll do after we win? I mean, once we've smashed the demons, closed the world wound, hung up our weapons, what then? I know my war will be well and truly over the morning I get up, mix a dough, and put it in the oven. I'm going to sit there and watch it rise. And then the smell of fresh bread will wake her best, and she'll come into the kitchen, and I'll break her off a steaming, fragrant piece. That's when I'll truly know in my gut that the crusade's over. That's our peaceful life. That our peaceful life has begun. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to make it out alive. And that's okay. Arueshalae listens to Anivia with rapt attention. When Anivia finishes, the succubus is silent for a long time, and then briskly wipes her eyes. Thank you, Anivia. Desna bless you. I think I understand now. I think I truly understand. Arueshalae turns to you. You see a sparkle of hope in her eyes again. Something that's been missing ever since your last visit to the world of dreams. Eliana Soulshade, we need to go there again, to the dream world. Now I know how to solve the riddle. Please come speak to me in private as soon as you can. Not waiting for an answer, Arueshalae walks off. Alright, so that's one we can probably do here. Anivia watches Demon go. Desna teaches that everything we do in our waking hours begins in our dreams. I wonder what my dream helped her understand. But whatever it was, may the goddess watch over her. I gotta go, Anivia. Alright. So we've spoken to her. Let's just get into the table and see if there's any... there's not any crusade management right now. There will be in a day. But we can go out and speak to the Free Crusaders first. And maybe take care of Jernaugh. But... oh, we don't have any armies. Hang on. We don't have any armies at all. Just us. Ooh. Interesting. The Queen dragged them all off to Threshold or his, didn't she? I can just put a portal for demons. You're such an asset, Galfrey. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, you're such an ass, Galfrey. Where? Should be a half measure, maybe? Yes. Let's go to your dream. Let's do it. I can't wait to finally solve this riddle. Oh, but there's... a glimpse of concern appears in Succubus' eager face. My nightmare, it's still there. Usually it doesn't show up at all, but I think he will attack us when we start altering the very nature of my dream. Better get ready for battle. I'm ready. Arueshalae touched your hand. The real world fades around you. I hope I'm ready anyway. Level 17, mythic rank 8. Could do with my allies with me, but if that's not going to be, that's not going to be. Arueshalae's dream seems even darker and emptier than before. The smell of smoke and ash lingers in the cold air. You can't see the nightmare, but you can feel it watching you from the dark. The Succubus approaches the table reverently, as if approaching a holy altar. Then she hesitates. When Des asked me, what do you dream of? I didn't know anything about dreams. I've been trying to imitate mortals, but I never really understood what I was doing. I filled my dreams with so many things, but now I understand why they all burn so easily. They were not real dreams, but how should I put it? Mortals don't actually dream about objects. They dream about ideas. Filling my dreams with those items was like stealing a roadside sign from its stake. and then claiming I had an entire town in my hands. Nivea isn't really dreaming about a loaf of bread. Her dream is about a whole new life. A life where there's no war. A life where she lives in her own house and bakes bread for her beloved. I'm sure that if I asked anyone about the things I stored here, they'd tell me why those things are in their dreams. The worlds where they'd find happiness. Did Nivea's words give you any ideas about how to find your own dream? They did. Almost. Maybe. I hope so. We'll find out soon enough. This table didn't burn because it's part of my true dream. A part of the world where I'm happy. Now I just have to find out what this world looks like. Arueshalae closes her eyes. The world of my dreams is so close I can almost see it. Almost. Right, back from a trip to real life. Table didn't burn because it's part of my true dream. Part of the world where I'm happy. Now I just have to find out what the world looks like. The world of my dreams is so close I can almost see it. A teapot is on the table. It's a shadow. Arueshalae whispers quietly. You can barely hear her words, but as she speaks the world changes around you. The smell of smoke and ash is replaced by the fragrant aroma of freshly brewed tea. The teacups are full and the steam is rising from them. There's a spot of spilled jam, cookie crumbs. I must have baked cookies. Planning to drink some tea. A hissing voice, full of bitter hatred, can be heard in the darkness. You used to drink souls before. How many living souls did you kill, you fiend? How many did you torture to death? You don't deserve a life like this. I've done many terrible things. Arueshalae's voice is quiet but firm. I've ruined many lives, and will be paying for that for as long as I live. I will fight until we close the world wound, and even after that, as long as there is evil on Golarion. But I will not give up on my dream. Whatever it is, without it, I won't have the strength to fight. I'll make you pay with your life. Okay. Let's hope this is an easy fight. There's a lot of them. And they're all coming for me. Oh god, they're doing strength drains. Oh no, they're coming for her. Alright, first up. Now these are undead, so I can't use this. At least I think they're undead. First up, let me get my level 8. Summoners at Scales and Astral Divas. These 3 plus 1 Astral Gales and a pair of Astral Divas for 1 minute. Arueshalae's... Oh! They're gone. Stops to catch a breath. These nightmares will never leave me alone. I know I deserve them, but it's so hard to fight them off over and over again. Are you feeling alright? I am, I guess, as much as I can be in the current situation. Let's continue. Arueshalae closes her eyes again. Surrounding the table I see a house, a large spacious kitchen, a ray of sunlight coming in through the windows, the branches of apple trees swaying outside. It's filling it up nice. Still got the shadow here. The nightmare spawn. You want to have a house of your own, my venomous butterfly? Dimalchio's charred ghostly face is twisted with hatred. You deprived me of my home twice. First you took Elysium from me, then I found a new refuge in the abyss, but you destroyed that too. Now you dare to dream of a house of your own? I have wronged you badly and I feel guilty. I'm not trying to make excuses. There's nothing I could say that would excuse what I've done. But you are dead, Dimalchio. I will never forget you, but I will not let you take my life. Spawn, you don't have the right to live. In they come. Nightmare spawn again. Arueshalae looks pale as she wipes away the sweat and tears from her face. You're so close to finding your dream, you're almost there. Yes, I want to see it through to the end. A kitchen, a teapot on the table. And who's sitting at the table? Look, that's me! But I'm not alone. Who's that with me? It's you! We're laughing, we're carefree and happy. We're drinking tea and reminiscing about days gone by. But it's not just the two of us, all of my friends are here. That we are. This whole time, this is what I really wanted. A house of my own, friends, maybe even a family. Family, isn't that the word mortal used to describe the people who fill them with happiness? Not always. The people they love and can't live without. You can't be happy, you scum. You don't deserve happiness. The nightmare's hiss grows into a deafening roar. I will be happy. She looks the monster straight in the eye. Do whatever you want to me, but my dreams are mine forever.
Defeat is not an option.
A whole bunch of them now. You're attacking the stream, okay. More of them coming in. Well, they're gonna live long. You're all going after that one, are you? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Not. There we go. The monster's gone and the kitchen is peaceful again.
I just want to live here, in the world of mortals, with the ones I hold dear. I have solved your riddle, goddess. This is my true dream.
Good girl. The monster's gone and the kitchen is peaceful again. The smell of freshly baked cookies wafts through the air, and steam rises from cups of hot, fragrant tea that have been set out on the table. Arueshalae gazes around her longingly. You've never seen her so happy.
Goddess, what is going on? What's happening to me?
What, you mean you feel happy? Peaceful, maybe?
I have changed. I can feel it. The abyss has relinquished its hold on me. I am not a monster anymore. Oh, Desna, this is so wonderful.
Arueshalae lets out a musical laugh. Her eyes shine with delight. How do you feel?
I've never felt better. Everything that I hated about myself is gone. I look at you and I don't feel hunger. I don't want to kill. All the unholy cravings I experienced as a demon, they're all gone. Now I just want to be happy, to live and to love.
So your touch no longer drains the life from others?
No, I am not a monster anymore. Not a predator, not a weapon. Just a woman, like any other female mortal.
Arueshalae looks down at her slender fingers. Slowly, apprehensively, she reaches out to touch you. Feel the warmth of her skin as she gently strokes your hand. So what will you do now?
First, I'll help you win this war. We'll close the world wound once and for all. And then... You know, I've done so many bad things. My redemption doesn't automatically cancel out all the evil I've done. The people I murdered are beyond salvation now, and my nightmares won't let me forget that.
Yeah.
But I can still save the others.
You can.
Those who are still alive and in need of help.
You can. You can't fix the past. But you can improve the future. You found your dream. Congratulations.
Yes, I have. But you have been beside me every step of the way. I could never have done this without you. Thank you so much.
So it's time for us to return to the real world.
Yes! I can't wait to see the world through new eyes.
Now, has she lost all her succubus abilities? Well, most of it wasn't. It was hunter abilities. But she had the drain. Might be succubus one. Vampire touch drain.
A rest would be welcome. I will see this through.
Oh, she's not there. Where is she gone? Who knows? Does that have a word with Fi? Okay, it doesn't look like we're going to get new stuff from people. So... that being the case, it's time to head over to see the Crusaders, the Free Crusaders. My people. The little areas of garden. I wonder if they're going to grow as we go. Oh, that's not good. Can I not give her some money or something? Just having to pick through trash. I don't like it. Actually, first I need to go to him. The blind elf whispers something under his breath. Hearing your steps, he turns to you slowly. Greetings, Eliana Saltshade. Have you brought me a new story? Nocticula spoke well of you. She says hello. The old elf's face is blank as a porcelain mask. Her favour flatters me, and the memories of the times when I was younger warm my heart, but also fill me with other dark feelings, such as shame. It is sad to remember how foolish and self-satisfied I was back then. How much I enjoyed the fear and respect of the spawn of the abyss around me, and how completely I belonged to the lady in shadow, who charmed me the moment we met. In those days I was different. I thought we had more notes. Oh well, maybe not. Do we have anything? Nothing new here. That's nothing. So, okay, I could have sworn we had notes. Let's go to see my people. Oh, I'm the only one. I'm the only one who's at death's door. Okay. I haven't given them mythic ranks yet. Let's see what's going on with the ranker, etc. Mind you, I'm the one who can least afford to be at death's door, because if I get taken down while at death's door, game's over. The island is abuzz. The Free Crusades are busy with military exercises. Judging by the din, friendly skirmishes flare up between different groups and occasionally grow into something rather less friendly. Standing alone in the midst of chaos, Aranka tries to sing. Noticing you, she gives up her futile efforts and waves at you cheerfully. Commander, Avu, finally! Well now, where is everyone? Come on, quickly gather round. I need to brag about how Eliana Solshed and I punched all the nasty demons and their horned heads back in the abyss. Punching horns? That sounds like fun. Urvek wants to hear. Save the Minotaur Urvek from the imminent death and invite him to your court. Oh, I remember you. We saved you back in the Midnight Fane. Your horns are pretty cute, but please don't gore me with them, even as a joke. I was sniffs here. Oh, look who's here. The Dragonlings. The ones you helped hatch. And I am also here. Remember me, charming Minx? Hey, Minx! Straight from the abyss. I promised I'd find you. I did. The fox stretches her muscles, satisfied. Good to see you, Commander. How are you? Is anything left of the abyss? We might want to go there once to blow off some steam. Or twice. Cavalry's still here. Just look at Avu. She's grown so big. Commander, what are you feeding her? Can we have some too? Or maybe we should feed it to Skerental and his treants. Just imagine gigantic walking trees. They could carry entire detachments into battle. Listen up, everyone. Eliana Solshade and I, and all sorts of our friends, went into the abyss. It was very scary and gross, and everyone was super mean. They all wanted to lie to us, or trick us, or kill and eat us. Some demons even kidnapped me, but Elia Townshade came and saved me. And then we defeated a whole bunch of nasty demons and came back. We are very brave heroes. But don't forget, the brave heroes also love sweets. A joyful clamour answers Ivu's speech. Aranka claps her hands. What an interesting story, Ivu. I'm so glad you're back. How have things been since been going in my absence? I don't know if you've heard, but after you left, we were kicked out of Dresden. Though I wasn't very upset by this. Our friends were disorderly. I'm not talking about anyone in particular. Aranka points to the voids, looking at the halfling warriors, shifting from foot to foot. Anyone at all. But setting the courthouse on fire, even just a little bit, was definitely uncalled for. While you were away, Commander, my gang experienced a crisis of leadership. Not everyone enjoyed fighting the demons, which were much more dangerous than the matters we handled back in Cheliax. Some even toyed with the idea of abandoning the life of a noble robber to become plain old robbers. This is all behind us. Our unreliable friends left, and my current gang has been hardened by battle and scouting missions. Good. Has anyone seen Early Sunset here recently? Yes, he briefly stopped by. He said he needed to find you, and that he'd come back after you returned. What an odd creature he is. He surely is. I wonder where he is and what he's up to. I bet my tail will find him again. Wait, no. I don't want to lose my little tail. Did anything unusual happen in my absence? The island experienced a few minor quakes, but nothing serious. We all felt a surge of power, and thought it must have something to do with you. Yelkes and I conferred and decided it must have a special connection to you, much like Ivu. She grows with your power, and the island also changes because of it. I'll speak to all of you. Seems to me that our way, the way of the Free Crusaders, has led us down. No, definitely not. I was happy to see all of you again. Now I must go. Eliana Solshade, wait. Aranka slaps herself on the forehead. I was so excited to see you return from the abyss that I forgot to tell you something important. We recently had a dream, a prophetic one to be sure. In that dream our island learned to fly. Not just hover or float, but true flight. It followed you like a dog on a leash. Not a little doggy, but like me. Ivu pouts. By the way, having your own little dragon is way better than having your own flying island. But having both an island and a dragon is even better, no? And it's very inconvenient if you ask me. Eliana Solshade, you can always return to the island to rest and recover from the filth of the world wound. And we can fly behind you and help if you need it. Here's the thing, Eldiana Solshade. I think you should listen carefully to yourself. Perhaps you can figure out how to steer the island? Just in case, I'll tell the sculptors to stop working on the equestrian statues prancing along the edge. If the island starts to fly, they'll all fall off. So we wait for news from them. Now, I need to do a quick raise dead on myself, because I can replace them now. Where are we? Sealer's next mythic. Flawless attacks, possibly. She does sometimes have to use that. Or mythic heavy shield. On using a heavy shield, whenever an enemy hits you with a melee weapon without reach, a natural weapon or an unarmed attack, you deal bludgeoning damage equal to the enemy, equal to your shield's AC and your strength bonus. Nice. Using a light shield. Oh, that's light shield. Shouldn't use light shields as heavy, primarily. She can use tower shields. Well, she's not doing. Give her aggressive block. Okay. And you... Improved critical might work. I think so. So if you can boost even further, like the earth and stuff, that's amazing. This is Ember. Let's give her illusion. Spell mastery. Social. Improve your glaive attack because you do use it. And you... Weapon focus on claw. Let's see about some healing here. And you... Sounds good. There we go. Out we go. Ivy the lovely dragon was here. If you're reading this, give me a cookie. So the next one from there is just wait, isn't it? Over here. Oh, that's a transmuting soil. Don't really care about that right now. Now our next choice. It's all the way to Chili Creek. Or up to the Hell Knights outpost. I think for now we go to Chili Creek. It will take a couple of days. Someone on the road. Who's this? Hell Knights can wait. I'm waiting for. Want to see what's happened with Jernaugh and Marco. Chief Soul. What's your issue, dude? Slowly, barely moving, a formless figure shuffles forward. When it finally draws near, you realise it's Chief Soul. But the state of him, the wound has desiccated him, draining him of his last vestiges of strength. His clothes caked in blood, his eyes are glazed and rolling in his head, and black saliva trickles from his limply gaping mouth. Soul, what are you doing here? Soul stares at you for a while, as if he doesn't recognise you. But his awareness slowly sharpens. Commander. To Dresden. Going to Dresden. Need to gather rescue. You're alone. Where are the other mongrels? Shava, Melek, his lair. They're all there. Well, they're not there now. Do you know where Shava Melek's lair is? Oh, she's not the one in the... what is it? I got you. Yeah, he ran away, didn't he? Soul gestures vaguely in the direction he came from. There. Yeah, I'm not going to abandon him. Come on, we'll get you back. Need help immediately. Thank you. Soul consequently. Commander, you're... Commander. Need to get to Dresden. There. We'll talk there. Or did we kill... I can't remember if we killed him or he ran off. I wonder if we're not going to have to do any battles this time. Actually, there's where Soul is. I forgot the mongrels all gathered down here. Soul is looking better, his wounds have been bandaged, his gaze is more lucid, and yet he's still not the same peaceful old man you left in Dresden. His haggard, pale face bears a mark of emaciation and death. The commander, he's back. So am I. I can't believe it. Clan chuckles, you must be charmed or something. I bet Sav Melek thinks you must have died long ago. Here you are, wheezing away. Come on then, tell us what happened. We need to hurry. What happened to the mongrels while I was gone? Soul lets out a wheezing, heavy sigh. At first, nothing unusual. We're just living our lives. And the whole tribe got stricken with something. It was like disease. Your arm shake, your leg shake. It tears you from inside. Nobody knew anything about it. And then, one night, we all woke up. Soul thinks for a moment. Can't remember what came next. I remember opening my eyes, and I'm walking out the gate. Guard stops me, and I say, Lady and Neva's orders. Doesn't believe me, and I just grab him and I don't remember. I really don't. Soul shakes his head as if trying to drive away the dark thoughts. Like a nightmare it was. I remember us walking a long way. I remember the white eyes of a demon. People screaming. It's sickening to remember. I can guess what was happening there. Some of them like performed his vile ritual again. Yes, he fed them human flesh. And when that wasn't enough for some, he would sting them with his poison. Soul shudders. Those who survive become something else. Why are we wandering alone in the wound? Saul's face crumples as if about to cry. I am old, weak, good for nothing. Not even for being a demon slave. They poured blood down my throat, and still, I couldn't get the power of all our tribes. I couldn't get the power all our tribesmen got. So that the demon just said, "Begone, carrion. Let the wound kill you. You're on your last legs, all the same." Useless I am. You're not useless, no. Sabamelech underestimated you, but you can beat him. But you beat him. You survived, and you made it all the way on the journey back. All I could ever wish for is to be half as tough as you are, Saul. Do you remember where Sabamelech is holed up? Yes. There were ruins. Valley of Temples, he called them. Saul frowns as he searches his memory. He said something about a city hanging over a rift. An ancient city. City of Iz. It's a funny coincidence that we need to go there anyway. Although it's not much of a surprise, really. The demons are either cowards or idiots. So that's probably why Sabamelech is sticking close to Iz. So he can turn tail and run back to his friends if things go ugly. How are you feeling, Saul? Saul looks at his shaking hands. I'm done. Done, Commander. My service is over. He said his poison makes you stronger, but my body can't take it. My time is short. If only I could know that my tribe will return. Then I could lie down and die in peace. I'll bring your people back, trust me. We will, Chief. I've sworn to destroy Sabamelech no matter what it takes, and I'll keep my word. Maybe you can't. Maybe there's no bringing them back anymore. Whoever is poisoned is poisoned forever. But seeing them go, before I go, even like that, would be a blessing. Man chuckles bitterly. Hey now, Commander. Hey now, the Commander has already promised you that we'll bring everyone back. Don't make her reconsider. And don't you go dying on us before we get back, you hear? Alright, so that's another. Now we head out again. And we are heading towards Chili Creek. Yes, we will rest. Shallow grave. Place for the agents. Now we rest again. And then off to Chili Creek. See what's going on here. Jernaugh! Commander. The cleric is lying on the riverbank. The sand is soaked with his blood. Save Melissa. What happened to you? This village, so beautiful, so peaceful, so many good people living here, but something has been worrying me since the day I came here. I couldn't stop thinking about all the strange rituals in the grove, and all the weird conversations about the firstborn being doomed to die. I tried not to think too much about it. The villagers are not willing to embrace the faith of Eristil. I didn't want to appear judgmental. I was wrong. I should have trusted my instincts. There's great evil at work in the village. When Melissa and I decided to get married, she told me that she wanted to do it under the rights of Eristil. I hadn't asked her to do that, but she had already made up her mind. It was entirely her decision. She asked me not to tell Markel about it, and we tried to keep things quiet, but he found out anyways. Well, he grew more and more gloomy with every passing day. He did not understand what was going on until Melissa finally told me the truth. Something that everyone else in the village knew except for me. Locals perform their wedding rites upstream from the island on a boat. The bride is supposed to take off her wreath and send it floating down the stream, while she recites a horrible profane oath that I do not wish to repeat. You see, when she gives away her wreath, she also promises to give her firstborn to the river, body, mind and soul. It may not happen right away, it may take years, but in the end the river will always take what belongs to it. And Markel is a few minutes older than Melissa. Do you see? The dying man whispers hoarsely. You can hear the anguish in his voice. The people of Chilly Creek believe they worship the river, but these rites are not druidic in nature. They are not rituals of the Green Faith or the cultic practices of some minor deity. No, this malevolent force, whatever it is, has a physical presence in this world. Markel has lost his mind. His parents swore to give him to the monster, and now it has deprived him of his sanity. He took Melissa to the Isle. That's probably where the monster lives, and where sacrifices are made to it. Must I do to save Melissa? Markel took her to Pikefin. It's an island in the middle of the river. You can see it from here. Indeed, if you look closely, you can see a small, rocky isle, partially obscured by the river mist. Something drove me insane. The evil that has controlled this village for all these years lives in the isle. Take one of the boats from the village and set her free. You need help. No, it's too late for me. I can already hear Eristil's hunting horn. My God is waiting for me. All I ask is that you save my wife. My journey through this world... The cleric can barely speak. He coughs up blood and continues weakly. My journey is over. So the locals sacrifice their firstborns to the river, and the bridal wreath is part of the ritual. Not exactly. The locals are decent people. They don't kill their children with their own hands. The wreath is a sign of obedience. The future parents agree that the river can take their firstborn whenever it wants. It has the right to take their bodies, or their minds. It can unsummon them at any time and demand services of them. And sometimes the river exercises that right. There's more. Markel was the firstborn son, the older twin. When he did this to me, he wasn't himself anymore. I believe the river took control of him. Whatever monster the locals worship has been controlling his thoughts and actions. Been gravely injured. We know who did it. Oh, well, we assume it was Markel. Markel, he wounded me and threw me into the river. I guess he thought I'd drown, but somehow I made it back to shore. Perhaps it was the old Deadeye himself who helped me so that I could speak to you. The cleric is having difficulty breathing. Markel, but it isn't his fault. He hasn't been himself. The evil of the river has driven him insane. He must be stopped at all costs, but if you can, if it's possible, try to save him too. Farewell, Jernaugh, rest in peace. Save her. The cleric's breath is shallow and ragged. His quivering lips go still. His eyes close, and he passes away to his god. Can I not cast resurrection? Something that games like this, and movies like this, etc., always cock up on. If resurrection's a thing, I can resurrect him.
We won't fall here. I swear it.
Away, you rascal!
Begone, fiend!
Surrender or else! Your time is...
Well, that was nice and quick and easy.
Do
Another
not
one.
fear. Do not waver. The light take you.
One up there too.
You offend me. Too late for apologies.
Fall!
We shall overcome.
Into the flame.
Stand down.
Do a quick save there. Alright, day 17, month Nev 11, year 4716. What is more dangerous, the unpredictability of nature or the hostile intentions of another? The malevolent force hiding on the island is as wild, volatile and ruthless as the natural world, but it also has a cunning intelligence, a devious and vindictive nature to keep away unwanted visitors. As soon as the commander reaches the oars, the water around the boat turns into a thick sheet of ice that freezes the vessel in place. What will the commander do now? It should be easy to break the ice. Should be easy to do mobility. And stealth is automatic, it seems. Avoid the hostile magic and watchful gaze of the unseen entity by sneaking into another boat undetected. Those who rely too much on magic are often defeated by simple non-magical solutions. The commander sneaks onto a different vessel and manages to remain undetected until the boat is safely away from shore. The commander sets off on the shore of a small, rocky island, but a journey does not go unnoticed. It seems that someone on the isle does not like uninvited guests. Suddenly the mist that rises from the surface of the river thickens into a dense cloud of fog. It blinds the commander and obscures her surroundings. Where is the shore? Where is the isle? The fog is so thick the commander cannot even see the oar she's holding in her hands. What will the commander do now that she's blinded by fog? Perception's not bad. Close her eyes, time to navigate by sound. Law nature is obvious. Athletics is easy. Alright, law nature. Dip her hand into the water and pay close attention to the current. The flow of the river will reveal the direction she needs to go. Those who have experience on the water do not navigate solely by sight. They can feel the current beneath their vessel, just as a runner feels the land beneath their feet. The commander steers the boat forward with confidence. She knows that she has set the right course. A light breeze slowly begins to dissipate the cloud of fog. The boat is headed straight towards the island. It will not be long before the commander reaches the black rocky shore of Pathfinder. The rocky isle is desolate and bare. Blue-grey lichen and a few sparse struggling weeds are all that survive on its black rocky shore. Further inland, the entrance of a cave gapes open like a toothless mouth. Suddenly a violent gust of wind sweeps out of the entrance of the cave towards the river. The water, which was calm only moments before, begins to swell into massive foaming waves that threaten to smash the boat onto the boulders along the coast. How will the commander reach the shore? Can intimidate. That should be easy. Ability is harder. Knowledge world, yeah, let's intimidate. Call out to the unseen force that cast his spell and demand to be allowed onto the isle. The commander's intimidating presence seems to frighten the storm into submission. The wind grows calm and the waves subside. She steers the boat down the river toward the isle and disembarks without any further complications. It is hard to believe that only moments ago this calm, lazy river was a maelstrom of raging waves and rushing currents. The air is still and peaceful. The howling gales and roaring winds have completely subsided. The isle looks calm, but so did the river. Looks can be deceiving. The lichen-covered black boulders along the shore do not look like they have ever been disturbed. It would be easy to assume the isle is uninhabited. There are no bones or traces of any rituals. But after moving further inland, the commander sees Markel's boat. It has been carefully pulled up into the shore beyond the reach of the waves. Noises can be heard from within the cave ahead. There's a shrill, angry voice, followed by the sound of a woman's scream.
We march ahead.
Go to it, Naira.
No challenge at all. Easy.
Our path leads on.
Easy.
Now let's see if we can use Restoration Lesser. Why is it not working anymore? Alright. Restoration.
I will guide us.
A simple smile goes a long way. No challenge at all.
Almost ran straight up on
Is
it.
there trouble?
Let's go stealth.
Now you see me, now you don't. Easy.
Take stealth off. Okay, not what I had in mind, but it only opened a rift ruin, which did no harm. It's a hack! The cave is cold and dark, the ground is covered in fog, and an icy current of air flows towards you from the depths of the cave. Water drips from the ceiling, several hags in fact, and dim lanterns cast grotesque shadows at the walls. All these years I've been worshipping the three of you. All our prayers to the icy Rill, all our sacrifices. Oh gods and our children. It's been you the whole time. Leslie's huddled in a corner, clasping a withered wreath of grass and flowers to her chest. She looks like she's been crying. Standing in front of her are 3 horrifying old hags. Michael sits at their feet like a faithful dog. "Oh, what's so wrong with us, child?" The old woman's skin is even whiter than her hair, and her breath hangs in the air like an icy mist. Her voice is kind, but her gentle words lack sincerity. Beneath her friendly exterior, she's as cold and ruthless as ice. "We did not wish to bring any harm to you or your brother. Unfortunately, you have not given us what we owed. What we are owed. Deliver to the river what is rightfully hers, and both of you can leave in peace." "You always were too soft, Levixia." This hag's voice sounds like the roar of wind during a storm. "Her skin is soft. Her skin is covered in spiders' blue veins, and her eyes flash like lightning. Do what you are told, lass. Hand over that wreath, or face the consequences. You won't escape us. You can run, but you can't hide from all the tinder." "Renda, Levixia, my sisters, you hear me? You know what is destined to happen must happen." This old woman speaks in a whisper. Her blind eyes are cloudy as the fog on the river, but she turns and points her fingers at you resolutely. "Look who has arrived. This is the one whose face was revealed to us in the dark waters." "She's arrived already? Well, that's a surprise." The old woman clucks approvingly. "We dislike uninvited guests, but you are clearly strong, agile, and smart. We appreciate those qualities in person." "Very well, since you are here, you might as well come in. Unless, are you alright?" "Commander, I'd still be praised. Those things drove Michael crazy and made him kill my husband. I don't understand what they want. Please save us." "So you praise the old stag now, ungrateful child? Who has kept you fed and protected you from every danger? Did your mother worship the old hunter? How about your grandmother and her grandmother before her? Did they offer him praise? I think not." The hag shakes her hoary head in disapproval. "Michael, what's wrong with you?" Levixia reaches down to give the man at her feet a pat on the head. "He's absolutely fine. He's a good boy, an obedient boy. He respects his elders, and never talks back, and has a respect for his mother-river. Isn't that so?" Michael's voice is contorted in pain. You can see the desperation in his eyes as he struggles against the power that has seized control of his mind. "Help me. Save my sister from me. The river will always take what belongs to her." "Who are you?" "Who are we? Perhaps we are the waves on the river, or the fish in the deep. Perhaps we are the mist on the water. Are we solid ice or a raging storm?" "Why do you ask a question when you already know the answer?" The tinder's eyes flare blindly off into the distance. I'll stare at her. "Haven't we already met between the two shores?" My sister is wise, but she likes speaking riddles. Levixia's icy blue lips curl into an amicable smile. "We are the 3 maidens of the river, generous to those on the water, and revered by those on the land. We fill nets with fish, we keep the filth of the abyss away from our people, and we ask for very little in exchange." "Ungrateful mortals," Loretta stomps her foot. "We do everything for them, and what do we get in return? Nothing. Instead of being thankful for our protection, these ingrates have started praying to some old bowman. So you've deceived the villagers, and they think they've been worshipping the river, and they have no clue that they're actually offering their sacrifice to the yags. Is this deceit? They pray to the river, and are we not in the embodiment of the river? They make sacrifices, do we not accept them? And when they ask for help, do we not help? Well, there's gratitude for you. We stay awake all night out of concern for their well-being. We fend off demons so they can feel safe. But instead of appreciating our efforts, they call us liars. If it was up to me, I'd make you... The hag shakes her fist. You shouldn't insult us like that. We find your accusations offensive. We are not mortal tricksters pretending to be gods. We are one with the river. The villagers have agreed to pay the price for our help. We offered them fair bargain. The hag glares at Melissa coldly. This stupid girl decided to cheat us. If anyone here has fallen victim to the deception, it's us. What did you do to Michael? How have you managed to take control of his mind? How does the river control a leaf that floats in its stream? How does the sky control the fog that rolls in off the water? We didn't do anything. We didn't have to. He's firstborn. And that means he belongs to us. In fact, he was promised to us before he was born. We kept him alive because we thought he might prove useful. And we were right. The river is patient. She does not need to hurry. She can take what belongs to her whenever she wants. That's right. He belonged to us before he was even born. He'll do whatever we tell him to. The lady shrieks with laughter. What is going on here anyway? I don't know. They did something to Michael. Oh, it's Melissa, sorry. Oh no, they did something to Michael. They made him kill Jernaugh, and then they ordered him to bring me here. And now they want... We don't want much, child, just your wedding wreath. Give it to us and the two of you can leave in peace. After all, we have protected you from all kinds of calamities. We have provided your village with food. Don't we deserve your respect and gratitude for our gifts? Will you begrudge us the one thing we ask for? Why do you need it? Melissa wipes away her tears. You've killed my husband. I'm a widow now. Why do you need my wedding wreath? They recall Jernaugh's words. When the villagers cast away their wreaths, they promised to give their firstborn to the river. Why would the hags want a widow to complete this ritual? You can only guess one answer. Melissa doesn't know it yet, but she must be pregnant with her firstborn child. Yep, that's what my mind was on. Melissa, you're with child. If you give them your wreath, you'll be giving away your child as well. What? The woman places her hands on her belly protectively. She no longer looks afraid. She stares up at the hags in outrage. So that's what this is all about. That is why you dragged me here. You didn't want the wreath. You wanted what it represents. And you killed the man I loved. And now you want to take away my child from me too? Never. I will not let that happen. So that means... Michael can barely speak. He struggles to finish his sentence. But with each word he utters, he sounds less obedient and more angry. You are the reason I killed my brother-in-law? Thanks to me, Melissa's child will never know their father. And now you want to take this child from their mother? I won't let that happen. I won't allow it. Wait, what's going on? Are you trying to rebel against us, boy? Don't forget. You will belong to us for as long as you live. You cannot get rid of us no matter how hard you try. We just have to say the word and you will be under our control. Michael grabs a stone from the cave floor and attacks the hag. It looked like he fired a bow. You hear a disgusting crunching sound as Michael smashes the rock into the hag's arm. The hag shrieks and lashes out at the man, dealing him a powerful blow that causes him to fall to the ground unconscious. Kill them, sister. No one leaves this place alive.
Away, you rascal!
Amber. Get these out. Some boogeymen. Me, I want to get my Not that, it's the 7s. Where are they? Or the 8s, rather.
Set it the one.
Your time is over.
Next lot, Ember. Wasn't quite enough movement, was there?
No glory without risk.
Get in there, old brig. Oh, I can't do that. Okay.
You offend me.
Didn't I bring them out? I guess not. Oh no, because I didn't move far enough to do it.
The light take you.
Oliana.
Stand down.
Ember, try a bit of fire.
The inheritor, guide my blade!
Just throw that at you. Social with a heal. Nara.
Away, you rascal!
Another little bit of fire coming in for you, Latinda. How close to dead is she? -10, she should be down. There we go. My head. Bless her. Are you alright? Let's get out of here. Get back to the village as soon as we can. Curse cave makes... Yeah, you two go.
You're a good person. I like you.
And then this one. Now, I'm not worried about rings of protection, etc. Not really. Yeah, I can't use that. It's only for gold dragons. No one goes into demonic rage now a lot. Let's do newest to oldest. Yeah, nothing special there. Alright. Unless there was something in armor. Hag's demise. Cloth grants his wearer. She can wear cloth. Okay. +1 insight bonus on saving throws against hexes and necromancy school. Ah, yes, she can. What about others? You can have that. Why not? Another wearer polymorph. Oh, yes, that's for you. Where are you? There you are. You need to get out of that form first. And then you put that on. And then you get back into it.
Without a doubt.
Oh, there's one there. Nearly missed that. Knee kickers. When the wearer of these knee pads confirms a critical hit with a natural weapon, the enemy must pass a fortitude saving throw, DC 33, or become vulnerable to slashing and acid damage. Nah, that's not too bad. Who shall I put it on? What about Ivu? Ivu can't wear it. You can. Oh, there's one down here too. Before we do though, there's a trap here to do.
Easy.
The others will come down quick enough. Off to Chili Creek. And we'll speak to Markle and Melissa. Thank you for saving us from those monsters. I didn't think I was going to survive, and Markle, I thought I lost him forever. Sister, forgive me. No excuse for my actions. It's not your fault, I guess. Those hags were controlling your mind, weren't they? Would never have stared me had I not been such an easy target. I really did not like Jernaugh. It's against your marriage, and the hags used that to control me. Melissa looks down. After a while, she answers softly. I don't know if I'll ever be able to really forgive you, but you are the only family I have now. Did you tell the villagers the truth? Do they know that they've been worshipping hags all the host? I did, but they don't believe me. Melissa casts a glance toward the village and shakes her head bitterly. They don't want to believe the truth. They say it must have been a nightmare, or that Markle drank too much. They come up with a dozen different explanations, because the truth is just too terrible to hear. Yeah, people do that. But you were still honest, and that's good. They'll keep practicing their rights. I wouldn't be surprised if another nasty creature comes to live in the pike fin in a couple of years. I'm sure there are plenty of foul things that would gladly prey on these villagers and accept their sacrifices. I can't live among the people anymore. Michael, you're free from the evil influence of the hags. Well, they're dead, so I am. The hags are dead. I'm my own man now, thank you. Lester, I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you, I loved him so much. I thought we had a life ahead of us. A very short one. What are you two going to do next? I'll bury my husband in the ground, and then Lester carefully placed her hand on her belly. That has still been my witness. I'll soon have my hands full, but not here. I don't want to see this river ever again. Well, it's time for me to say farewell. Yes, Melissa tries to smile. I'll pray to wear a skull for you every day. Here, take this. This is an old family heirloom. I know how many generations it's been in the family, but I now want you to have it. Take it as a sign of my gratitude. I hope it will help you on your path to victory. Thank you for everything. Farewell. Alright. And that's where we'll end for today. I'll head back to... well, I won't right now. Because when we... Actually, I can head back, can't I? I will head back off channel to base. And next time we pick it up, we're going to be doing a little bit of command stuff because we've got at least 2 promotions. And then we'll probably head to the Hell Knights.
Thanks for watching, for being around, for every message, reaction, all the joy we found. To the quiet, the loud, the sharp and the sly, you're the reason I'm leaving with my spirits high. So hit like, leave a word or tap that sub. If you laugh, cry to mock my stuff. Every click helps the channel grow, lets me keep on with the show.